Hello YouTube, this is MR1079 coming at you as a World of Warships Legends video. And today we'll be taking a look at the premium aircraft carrier Ark Royal. Something that I wish I would have gotten last Halloween update, but I got it this Halloween update. Sadly I didn't get to play it when in its broken state, but at least I get to claim it now for another aircraft carrier to add to my collection in a ship with a long history. Pretty much off the bat, she's a nice looking ship. And also, just a little thing that you'll see, she is the first purpose-built fleet carrier for the British Royal Navy during the Washington Naval Treaty era. So she is of Washington Naval Treaty specs. So she's not like her other contemporary ships, but unlike most of the ones that preceded her, or came with her predecessors, this one is actually purpose-built. And let's just take a look at the captain that I have and all the stuff I have for it. I did give her an upgrade, pretty much to give her restore her fighters faster. I don't know which one I'm going to do for these. I'll see how she pertains to it. Her stats. And sorry about a little bit of this. My controller does have stick drifts from time to time. Oops. Haven't played with her armor layout. Keep forgetting that. And a little bit of a brief bio that you can read right there. But let's stop talking and take her in the battle, shall we? Another ship to add to the growing fleet of the British. Why not? You viewers out there seem to like some of the British warships videos that I've done in the past, so this is another one. And since I don't have my book, I did watch one of Drek Inafil's videos, which I will link the same video in the description down below, but this I'm all having to remember off the top of my head, so bear with me on that. I can't give precise dates on where she was, but I can give you some information about her. Especially that there's a reason why I wanted this aircraft carrier, not because also she was broken before the aircraft carrier patch happened. The history behind her helping the British Navy.
Action stations.
See, sick drift, so I'm gonna have to be fighting this occasionally. And if I sound weird, I do apologize. I am a wee bit on the sick side, so do bear with me. But yes, pretty much her history goes as followed. She did not do much up until, of course, World War II was coming along, to where she had hunted down a bunch of known warships that plenty of you should know of. She went again. She had tracked down ships like Scharnhorst and Gneisenau. She had found Gneisenau by herself at one point. But wasn't able to do anything about it, so got away. She was also supposed to be for the British Royal Navy to use as one of many fleet carriers to hunt down German submarines, and, well, sunk one. It also shot down. She was credited with the first British kill by the sea from killing a submarine, and also the first one to shoot down an aircraft. Sadly, she wasn't the first one credited in the war for a land kill, but 2 out of 3 is not bad. She also was meant to go after that the battleship Dunkirk, but she had gotten away, sadly. So she didn't do much. She just went back in between the Mediterranean Ocean and the Atlantic. I think she probably was a little bit more safer in the Mediterranean. But I remember a battle that she's at, but I just can't remember off the top of my head. It's right there, but I can't remember the name of it. So sorry. And sorry about that stick drift. Before it goes stupid again, let's get into standard. But yes. She was damaged a few times by bomb hits, by land-based Junkers. No. But her biggest engagement, I will save it for basically we're in battle. That's good. Going against an escort carrier versus a fleet carrier. Even though I believe any type of fleet carriers, actual built, not the converted ones like the Lexington and Saratoga. Regular aircraft carriers, I believe, were supposed to be around the 35,000 ton range. If I'm not mistaken. Action stations. Battleships weren't supposed to go anywhere above around, I believe, 45,000 tons. And some little random stuff, like if the Japanese ensign, you can go back to 16-inch guns instead of 14-inch guns. But yes, the biggest engagement for Ark Royal, much like many of British warships, was the hunt for the Bismarck. Of course, after the sinking of the Hood, every British Royal Navy ship was sent out to hunt her down. And every one of them was. Including here the Ark Royal. Which the Ark Royal had 2 types of ordnance on board for torpedoes. The new magnetic mines that were supposed to be the best of the best. and the old contact fuse ones. Her swordfish were sent out with the new ones, mistaken one of their ships for a German battleship like Bismarck. Launched a nice little strike on the vessel, and thankfully they either blew up when they hit the water or they never worked properly. And luckily they found that out, they say. With that run, and so they went back, rearmed with the old-fashioned torpedoes, and then made the run on the Bismarck that ultimately sealed her fate. Hitting was one lucky torpedo, hitting the rudder, and ultimately dooming the ship. And then all Royal Navy battleships and cruisers, whatever could get out there, of course, as we know, blasted the bejesus out of Bismarck until she sunk or was scuttled, whichever theory you like to use. But then after that, Ark Royal went back on pretty much convoy duty, war patrols, stuff like that, until she met her fateful time, where she ran into, I don't know the exact submarine, but she was fired upon by a submarine. It was one torpedo. It happened to malfunction, not in a bad way, but in a good way for the Germans anyways, to where the torpedo ran low. And on anything other than probably a battleship or an aircraft carrier, that vessel would have been fine. But since Ark Royal sat really low in the water, her torpedo defense was negated. And it blew up pretty much right where the bridge is. Underneath there. Which, bad but good, only one casualty during the whole process of that torpedo strike. But it pretty much sealed her fate. They tried saving her. They kept her afloat for hours. The captain, though, because of seeing what happened to other carriers that the Royal Navy had, he ordered everyone off except the damage control party. So they got off by a destroyer, and eventually they did right her. Flooded her to get her on an even keel, was actually even able to reignite her boilers. But eventually the flooding got bad, wasn't able to keep up, her pumps weren't able to keep up, and eventually the boilers were extinguished once again. And then after that, the captain felt it was lost, ordered the remaining crew off the ship, and after hours she finally succumbed to her wound, rolled over, snapped in half, and then ultimately went to the bottom. There's only one casualty, which is not bad if you consider all the other carriers that went down alone in the Pacific. So that's pretty much it for the history that I can rattle off in my brain. But in terms of performance, even with this fuel thing, she's not bad. Her torpedo aiming is actually pretty damn good. And potentially, since these are canvas and wood ships, this might be pretty good. Her planes might be really good. I might just upgrade the anti-aircraft gun range. Instead of their health.
Nice work.
In terms of, I guess, tier 5 carriers, premium tier 5s anyway, I should say, she is actually not bad. Granted, the only other tier 5 carriers out there are that of independence,
Our victory is in sight.
an old campaign ship, and the Zoiha, if I said it correctly, the Japanese aircraft carrier. And I might like Ark Royal better than those two. Definitely I like Independence is definitely would be third because escort carrier sadly doesn't have any defensive capabilities like, ooh, a 5-inch gun here, there. So it can't defend itself from destroyers and stuff. That's pretty much no good. She probably has a better AA defense than Zoiha. So that's another A+ for her. So, and it seems like the planes are a little bit better off than hers. So really, if you have the chance this Halloween update to get Ark Royal, even though sadly she's not broken anymore, I'd recommend getting her. She seems to be a fantastic ship. Granted, my opinion may change after a few more battles when I'm not recording, but if you have the ability, I'd recommend getting her. And for me, I definitely like this camouflage style for her than this one. Definitely keeping her in her regular camouflage pattern that she has on her right now. So that's going to do it all for now. So I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell to notify you anytime that I post a video or go live. And please leave your comments down below and tell me, were you one of the few lucky people in the past who have, I believe you could have bought her a year ago? If you did you enjoy the good times with her? Let me know. And also, out of all the British carriers, I guess, in the game, which one's your favorite? I'd like to know. Thus far, Ark Royal is. Haven't got the tier 7 one yet, even though I can purchase her. Might change, but thus far, tier 5 Ark Royal is my favorite carrier. When it comes to premium, anyways. And pretty much on that note, again, thank y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I shall catch y'all in the next one. See ya.